Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the August 20th issue of the Tucson Mortgage Weekly. I'm Todd Abelson. Thank you very much for tuning in for these next 3 to 4 minutes to get a real brief update from one person's point of view. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at what happened last week. Well, there was some pretty good, and I put that in quotes, economic news coming out of the U.S. And after having so much bad news for so long, anything good really caused the stocks to become very attractive to investors. And ultimately, the investors got the money by selling bonds. So what we saw was a huge drop in bond prices and, in effect, a substantial raise in interest rates last week. I think depending on the loan product that you're looking at, there could be a quarter to 3/8% rate increase, 25 bips in rate, 37.5 bips in rate increase over the past week. So folks who were looking around, shopping, kicking tires, thinking rates were never going to go up, and looking at something like, let's say, 3.5, are suddenly looking at 3.75, 3.875. And while those are still pretty darn good rates, it certainly shocked a lot of people. And got to thinking, gee, well, is this bait and switch? No, this is volatility at its very best. So what's going on? By the way, check the chart in this week's newsletter because it will show what happened, the damage that was done to the bond market. It's about halfway down on the newsletter. Okay, what's coming out this week? Well, first of all, out of Europe, they reported this morning that the European Central Bank may actually cap interest rates, and they would do that, in effect, by buying bonds to keep the rates at a certain level, kind of like what we did here in the U.S. That's spawned some positivity out of Europe, which is kind of helping keep things under control. Okay, what's going on Tuesday? Tomorrow, the Federal Open Market Committee meeting minutes come out, and that could always be a game changer. Wednesday and Thursday, new and existing home sales, durable goods, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, the wild cards for this week are, number one, as I just mentioned, Federal Open Market Committee. Are they going to say anything about QE3? Are they going to say, we're ready, willing, and able to go? Remember, as I mentioned before, QE3, I believe, will help stocks do well and will then cause interest rates, at least in the short term, to kick up. So be prepared. The second thing is Europe. Is the government, is ECB, the central bank, I should say, really going to step in and really start buying bonds? Those two could dramatically affect the markets and not necessarily in ways you would think. Okay, don't forget to check out the website, TucsonMortgages.com. I'm Todd Abelson here in sunny Tucson. Make it a profitable week. Bye-bye.